Square root of 12 upon 9 plus square root of 108 all under square root. We have to simplify this. So let's try. Square root of 12, this we can write 4 times 3 under square root. Then upon 9 plus 108 under square root, this we can write 6 times 6 times 3. 6 times 6 is 36 times 3 is 108. Then all under square root. Now we know 8 times b under square root, we can write it as square root of 8 times square root of b. So this we can write square root of 4 times square root of 3 upon 9 plus square root of 6 square times square root of 3 under square root. Now square root of 4 is 2. So it will be 2 times square root of 3 upon 9 plus this square root gets removed with the square. So it is 6 times square root of 3 under square root. Now let's rationalize the denominator. For that, we multiply and divide it by the conjugate of the denominator. Conjugate of a number x plus y is x minus y. So conjugate will be 9 minus 6 times square root of 3 upon 9 minus 6 times square root of 3, or 2 times square root of 3 multiplied to 9 minus 6 times square root of 3 upon, this is in the form of a plus b times a minus b. If we considered a as 9 and b as 6 times square root of 3, and this is equal to differences of square. So we can write it as 9 square minus 6 times square root of 3 whole square under square root. This is 18 times square root of 3 minus 12 times square root of 3 square upon 81 minus 36 times square root of 3 square under square root, or 18 times square root of 3 minus 12 times, remove the square root with the square, 3 upon 81 minus 36 times, remove the square root with the square, 3 under square root. So this is 18 times square root of 3 minus 36 upon 81 minus 108 under square root, or multiply both the numerator and denominator by minus 1. So it becomes 36 minus 18 times square root of 3 upon 108 minus 81 under square root, or we take 3 common here. So 3 parenthesis 12 minus 6 times square root of 3 upon 108 minus 81 is 27 under square root. 3 times 9 is 27. So 12 minus 6 times square root of 3 upon 9 under square root, or we can write it as 12 minus 6 times square root of 3 under square root upon 9 under square root, because when a upon b is under square root, we can write it as square root of a upon square root of b. Now square root of 9 is 3, so we can write 1 upon 3 times 12 minus 6 times square root of 3. Now to further simplify it, we need to remove this square root. For this, if we can write these two terms in form of a plus minus b whole square, then this whole square can remove this square root. So 1 upon 3 then times 12, we can write it as 9 plus 3 minus 6 times square root of 3 as 2 times 3 times square root of 3, or 1 upon 3, then 9 as 3 square plus 3, we can write it as square root of 3 square, because when a number is under square root, we square it, this square root gets removed with the square, so it is equal to a. So 3 can be written as square root of 3 square minus 2 times 3 times square root of 3. Now if you consider 3 as a, square root of 3 as b, then this is in the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab. This is an algebraic expression, so a minus b whole square. So this we can write it as 1 upon 3 then times 3 minus square root of 3 whole square. Now remove the square root with this square. So it is 1 upon 3 times 3 minus square root of 3, or it is 1 upon 3 times 3 minus square root of 3 upon 3. 3 and 3 here gets cancelled. So 1 minus square root of 3 upon 3. This is our answer. How did you solve it? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.